Alaikum, salam alaikum. Thank you guys for coming. I hope you guys are excited. Are you? Can I hear some noise? Thank you, thank you, thank you. We are having a couple of technical difficulties, but we'll be done and on the road in just a couple minutes. Jazakallah khairan for waiting. Hello, hello. We're ready. Salamu alaikum. I didn't hear enough. Salamu alaikum. Welcome to the 2024 edition of the Afropreneur Challenge. I hope you guys are excited and exhilarated. I know last year was good, but this year is going to be even better, even bigger. So I hope you guys are ready. But before we start, I'm going to have Brother Mashal come up for his welcome address. Brother Mashal Suleiman, can you come up to the stage? Come on, can I hear some more clapping, some more cheering?
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. So I'm not going to be as loud and as young, as excited as Abdurrahman, but you're going to be delighted and delighted after listening to me. Right, my name is Mashal Suleiman. I'm very excited to welcome you all here to the Afropreneur Challenge 2024 at Platform. Right, so Alhaji BME gave us a few contradictory messages 3 times today. So I want to make sure that you have the facts. So this is the 5th time we are having Afropreneur Challenge at Platform. Not the 2nd time, not the 3rd time, not the 4th time, the 5th time. The first one was during COVID. That was virtual. So we had one last year in Maryland, right? We have some of the winners here. And 2 years ago, we had it in Rhode Island. So we are so excited about this. So let me give you a little history about the Afropreneur Challenge. It is one of the finished product of our Vision 2025 strategic priorities. So in 2016, the leadership of NCNMO met in Columbus, Ohio, where we decided to transform NCNMO. So we came together, we had 2 or 3 days conversation, and youth entrepreneurship was one of the strategic priorities. Youth entrepreneurship was one of the strategic priorities that the leadership of NCNMO came up with, that we wanted to empower our youth so that when we do fundraising next time, we have a lot of millionaires among us. We have a lot of ideas. We have a lot of energy. Tapping into them, developing them, sharing experiences with them, right? Some of the experiences some of us have learned in corporate organizations, and also supporting them financially when they have brilliant ideas, right? But they don't have enough capital to fund the idea. So 3 things here. Support the ideas. If you have an idea, you perfect it, right? Share experiences around those ideas to make sure that those ideas thrive, not only survive, and to the extent necessary, right, fund the ideas. So if you are one of the youth in the room and you've not been able to participate in this, if this is not your year and you've not been able to participate in prior years, make sure you don't miss out on this next year. So as part of that, Afropreneur Idris Bello was part of the strategic priorities. He was one of the people who helped us facilitated that in Ohio in 2016. And not only that, he helped us in perfecting the strategy. He actually helped us own that piece of our strategic priorities. And not just owning it, help us develop it, and also help us in funding it, right? So it is one of those things where you put your mouth and your money and your energy and your ideas into things that you strongly believe in. It's not only talking the talk, it's also walking the walk. So on this note, on behalf of NCNMO leadership, I want to welcome you to 2025 Afropreneur Challenge at Platform. And I want to thank our Afropreneur, Idris Ayodeji Bello, for being our corporate sponsor for this segment. You're going to be here for 2 hours, no dull moment. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. It's okay to clap for me. I'm not a... So when you hear scholars say you don't clap after scholars, they deliver. You can clap for me, I'm not a scholar. Thank you. Abdurrahman. All right.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. My name is Aisha Bello, and I was told to come here and introduce Brother Idris Bello. So Brother Idris Bello, to me and my brother, we call him a former young man because he doesn't want to admit that he has a child in college and he wants to stay young forever, but we all know that can't happen. But to everybody else, he is known as the Afropreneur, which is basically an African entrepreneur. He is a founding partner at Lofty Inc. Lofty Inc. is a company that basically helps startups give that beginning push they need, and they've helped over 150 startups around Africa, over $100 million between all these companies, yeah? So my dad has 3 masters, one in U of H, one from Rice, and one from Oxford. And if you heard him yesterday, his father, lawyer Hamo, used to make a joke that when he say that the only reason that he has 3 masters is because he was too lazy to get a PhD. So the Afropreneur spends most of his time between Houston, Cairo, Nigeria, and airport lounges. Thank you.
I'd now like to welcome the Afropreneur himself up onto the stage to explain what this challenge is today.
Assalamu alaikum. It was obvious the last person who introduced me was very nervous, right? You could see that, right? She even forgot to call me on stage. You see? Okay, Alhamdulillah, Rabbil Alamin. It's a pleasure to be here today again for the 5th year in a row to introduce and welcome you all to the 5th edition of the Afropreneur Challenge. Because we are running short on time, I'm going to quickly run through the journey that's gotten us here. Like Brother Mashal said earlier, this all started with the Vision 2025 and the idea to instill entrepreneurship among the youth of our community. So what have we done in the past 5 years, right? We have supported over 20 entrepreneurs who were finalists. But beyond that, we have actually had our mentors work with over 100 entrepreneurs within our community. We've disbursed directly for over $40,000 to finalists at this challenge, but several of them have also gone on to then win more prizes on the basis of the investments we've given them. We also want to acknowledge our mentors. Some of them are in this room. Boa Ademola Idris Idowu is here. Boa Mustafa Abokade, Boa Abdul Alimi, Boa Deji Ashubiaro, and who am I missing? Yeah. We have also worked with this year's finalists to actually help them prepare for today. So you might recognize some of these faces and names. These are some of our past winners. And at the end of the day, I will ask you, there's something unique about all our winners, and you will see. So these are the 2020 winners. We had Mayam Kasumu, who won the grand prize for Chemist Pure Products, Alema Kasumu, Rofet Abubakar, and Momina Adeyemi in 2020. 2021, we had Azat Edu, and then Sulaiman Abiola and Mr. Adeyemi. 2022, we had Sheyologi. Sheyologi in the room? Yeah. Who won the grand prize for 2022. We had Ridwan Sanusi, who came second, and Firdaus Ashu. And last year, we had African Buka, Kowiyat Kolawole, who came top, Abdul Muiz Adam, and Adeni Balogun. So the jury is out on who we are having today. So actually, I've thought a slight change here. The presentation will be 10 minutes, not 5 minutes. Each of the finalists is going to have 10 minutes to present, and then the judges later will tell you the rules. But the key thing is the first prize for this year remains $5,000. The second prize is $3,000, and the third prize is $2,000. Inshallah, we are hoping that by next year we will be able to double the prize. So we want to take it from 10K to 20K. So inshallah, from next year, the grand prize will be $10,000. The second prize will be $6,000, and the third prize will be $4,000. Inshallah. As you also know, every year there's the People's Choice Award, right? Where you get to vote. So I hope you have mobilized your friends here in person, but also online. So this program is being streamed online. So go on the YouTube channel of what's it called? Of NCNMO. I can send the link. Or if you look at Group Me, the link is inside the Group Me. So you can send it to your friends so that when it comes to time to vote, you can also all vote. We're going to be voting on Mentimeter. So you can mobilize your friends to vote, and there's a prize also for voting. So a few things I wanted to also say. Every year you get to see the 5 finalists. But what's important is understanding the process. Usually by June each year, we publish out the form. And it's sent to all chapters, to all NCNMO channels. And all you have to do is just a single page description of your initiative, of your idea. It could actually be an existing business, or it could be a new idea, right? And I think there was a year we actually had, was it Ibrahim Bello pitched here? Exactly, it was a brand new idea, right? And so all you have to do is submit that single page, then the judges would review that, and over time they will shortlist about 10. You go through different trainings, and then pitch again to the judges, and then select the 5 that come here. So even if you don't end up winning, just the process of working with the mentors for about 3-6 months helps refine your idea and your process. So inshallah, next year we're hoping that we have at least 100 applicants from here who actually are put in there. So I think at this point is where I hand over to the MC to introduce the judges so that we can get started, as we have 3 of our finalists in here and 2 of them are joining online. That's all that change. From next year, inshallah, we want to make it mandatory that every finalist must have one person on the platform pitching. So what we're going to do is, if you qualify to be one of the finalists, Afropreneur would pay your registration fee for NCNMO platform from next year, inshallah. So I just have to be here in person. So that's going to be very key from next year, inshallah. So with that, I think I'll hand over to the MC and then we'll go on. Thank you very much.
So now that you all know the history, the past of the Afropreneur, it's time for you to meet the judges who will determine the future winner of the Afropreneur. All right? Our wonderful judges here will all give you each an opportunity to introduce yourselves for about 1 minute. We'll first start with Miss Oidowu Fatima Olaoye. Please introduce yourself and tell us a little bit about who you are.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
My name is Ido Fatima Olawi. I'm a wife at first, or let's start by saying I'm a daughter, and then I'm a wife. I'm a mother of 3 kids, alhamdulillah. I started my journey as a registered mental health nurse. And then I moved to this was in the UK, and then I moved to the US, of course. I did my RA, and I did my master's, and inshallah, I am in the process of getting my PhD, inshallah, by next year. I'm a personal trainer as well, so I wear many hats, inshallah, but that's a little about myself. Thank you.
Very interesting. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Our next judge is Dr. Sharifat Isiaka. Can you please give us a little introduction, ma?
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
My name is Dr. Abiodun Sharifat Isiaka. I'm an assistant professor of accounting at University of Regina in Saskatchewan, Canada. At University of Regina in Saskatchewan, Canada. I'm happy to be here today. I look forward to being a judge today. Thank you. Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Our next judge is Mr. Saheed Ajiboye. Please give us a little introduction, sir.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
I am Saheed Ajiboye. I'm based in the San Francisco Bay Area in California. I am a father of 3, alhamdulillah. My wife and my 3 kids are all here at the platform event, alhamdulillah. And I am in the technology industry. I've been in the industry for over 20 years now, and I am currently a solutions architect. Work with large enterprise customers to deliver on their business applications.
A little bit louder, sir, a little bit louder.
A little louder?
Yes, sir.
Okay. I don't have the energy like you guys, though.
No, don't worry. We'll give you some of the energy. We'll give you some of the energy.
Yeah. So, so I am, should I start all over or? Okay. Is it better now?
Yes, sir. Much
Okay.
better.
Awesome. Yeah. Again, my name is Saheed Ajiboye. I am based out of the San Francisco Bay Area. I am a father of 3, alhamdulillah, 3 kids, and alhamdulillah, they are all here at the platform event. My wife as well, she's here at the platform event. I am in the technology industry. I've been in the industry for over 20 years, and I am currently a solutions architect. I work with various enterprise organizations to help deliver on their technology.
Mashallah, mashallah. Thank you very much. Our next judge is Dr. Tawfiq Ashiru. Please give a warm welcome to our judge.
Hello. Assalamu alaikum.
Alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
My name is Tawfiq Ashiru. I'm a professor of practice at the University of Kansas. My background is a little bit diverse. I'm a trained chemical engineer with a couple of about 20-something years working in the oil and gas industry before I moved out to the academia. So I'm a person that you call a scholar practitioner, so with industry experience and academic experience as well. I have background in engineering, trained in supply chain management, innovation management, as well as, a little bit of communications and co, because I do a lot of Toastmasters, so they call us, please, I have what they call DTM, Distinguished Toastmaster, as they refer us to. So that's what I am, and I'm happy to see you here. And also, I'm in the space of consulting, as well as a little bit practicing in the industry. So happy to join you and see you. Thank you.
Thank you. We're happy you're joining us, sir. Our final judge is Mr. Kolawole Kudus Yusuf.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
My name is Yusuf Kolaole Kudus. I'm the creative director of Kola Kudus Couture, which is a menswear fashion brand based in Nigeria. I've been in the fashion space for about 18 years, and I'm also the president of the Fashion Designers Association of Nigeria, FADAN. Thank you.
All right, so we've heard from our judges, and I know you guys are excited to get started with this year's presentations. But before we see this year's finalists, we have here with us today the finalists and winners from the previous years, starting off with Soba Hibiscus, giving a presentation on their victory.
Hello, assalamu alaikum. Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you online.
Okay, I don't know if they can
They
hear
should
me
confirm
out
if they
there.
can hear you in the room.
We
Can
can
you
hear
let
you.
us know if you can hear me in the audience?
Yes, we can.
Okay, perfect. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. My name is Firdaus Ashiro, founder of Soba Hibiscus. Just before I share my experience as the previous recipient of this pitch contest, I just want to say a quick few prayers. We thank Allah, and I just want to pray that Almighty Allah blesses this gathering, blesses the organizers for putting what I would consider as a success, the platform Afropreneur, and then also I pray to Allah to bring success to our community and the Ummah at large. So in 2022, I did a contest and I was one of the winners, Alhamdulillah, and I was able to use the award money to fund what we needed for our next production line. And the year following that, we saw increase in sales. We also had a lot of influential partnerships who were able to get into more storefronts, putting our hibiscus tea in more locations. And we also saw a lot of profit from being part of major festivals in the nation. So the support that was provided to us gave us the confidence to take more risk. One advice that I would share with the future winners for today's contest is to be lean as possible to make sure that the cash prize that you receive goes further if you are able to. And just not to take up too much time for today's event is I'm open to sharing my experience, advising any future entrepreneurs at this contest. So feel free to reach out to me on Instagram. And thank you so much.
Next up, we have African Buka to tell us about their victory. Okay then, they're not here today, but we remember their presentation and we remember how good it was. So finally, we have Sherry Ologi in person here today to give their presentation on their victory. Jazakallah khairan.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Ekaro ologi deo, ekaso ologi deo, ologi yi deo, melo ni kamuao. My name is Sharifa Buhari. I was privileged to be the first place winner of Afro Premium 2022. Before Afro Premium, before I participated in Afro Premium, I was just using kitchen blender to process my ogi. We were processing 50 kg per week at that time. And we only had 10 vendors. But by last Rama and the help of the fund, we got an industrial grinder, which moved us from 50 kg production capacity to 200 to 300 capacity every week. Alhamdulillah, today, we are not just in 2 cities, we are in 32 cities across Canada. That is not enough. We have 50 vendors selling Sheriologi across Canada. If you are in Ontario, Regina, Manitoba, BC, anywhere, major city, acts of Sheriologi. This is my live testimony. I just met her today. I don't know her. She told me she's from Regina. I said, do you know Sheriologi? She said, yes, I took your Ogi this Saturday before coming to platform. So it's a living experience. And to add to it, we came in with almost 100 kg of Ogi. Less than 48 hours, sold out. Wow. We are not just selling packaging. People will come to our table, wow, amazing, beautiful package. I said, not only package, the quality is amazing. And we have been able to employ someone to work for us. Before, it's between myself and the amiable husband I have. Behind successful Sheriologi is that gentleman sitting down, helping me to facilitate my Ogi. You see, he even came with me. He even came with me. I said, I want to go to Afro Premium. He said, are you serious? I said, yes. He said, I will go with you. So he came, he brought the 2 baggages, I brought the 2 baggages, and we are here delighting Nigeria and the diaspora. The goal of Sheriologi is to delight people. It's not about the profit. I will just give you 2, 3 instances. Recent one. In Fort Mac, if you know Canada very well, a lady went to salon and she met another woman. She's heavily pregnant. She said, let me spill it. I'm craving Ogi Baba. An Igbo lady. She said, where can I get Ogi Baba? The next woman, they don't know each other, said, there's a lady in Edmonton. She sells fresh Ogi. And they reached out to me. Within 24 hours, I delivered to that 5 hours city. And she sent message praising me, praying for me. So it's not about the money, it's about delighting people. So many people go through surgery. They need Ogi to recuperate. That is what I'm meeting. So many grandmas coming to visit their parents, their kids, not eating burger, fries. Ogi is there for them. So to my fellow entrepreneur, I have just one advice for you. Take calculated risk. It is risk that has brought me bringing 80 kg Ogi to platform. There was no assurance that I would sell it, but I took calculated risk, and alhamdulillah, looking back, I was like, I should have brought more. So, future plan. We've been in 5 provinces in Canada. We have 5 more provinces to touch. Inshallah, khair, we'll get there. I won't give up. And in terms of people in the United States, this year alone, I have sent Ogi to different states, New Jersey, North Carolina. I have 30 kg of Ogi going to Texas as I'm talking to you. So distance is not a barrier. We meet you at your need. Just reach out to me. I will deliver the best pap. There are pap, there are different pap. But if you are looking for original pap, Sheriologi will delight you. So, my ask, please help spread the word. Help us spread the word. We are looking for vendors who will be able to delight more Nigerians in the United States. If we have vendor in the United States, the price of selling it will be cheaper than you buying individual. And pending that time, you can come together, 4 people buying bulk, we'll send it. We send to US, we send, so help us mention our product to and any Nigerian you come across, and we'll be able to delight. My last act, please follow me on Instagram. I'm doing fantastic job, but I don't have a lot of followers. But if everybody on this group, in this platform, in this hall today, can follow us at Sheriology on Instagram, it will be appreciated. Thank you very much. May Allah bless all the organizer and make us source of joy for other people. This has really helped my business. There is no doubt about it. Jazakumullah khairan. Thank you very much.
And thank you too very much, Mao. When I get back to Texas, I already know what I'm eating. All right, now for everything to really begin, we'll be handing it off to Dr. Siaka, who will be telling us the final ground rules for the presentations to begin.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. So I'm just going to quickly go through like the rules. So the judging criteria for today. So we'll be looking at clear problems and solution statements from the participants. We'll look at some unique value proposition. We'll look at the business model. Then we're also going to consider the team composition, right, for each of those participants. So for the grand rules, each finalist has only 10 minutes to pitch their ideas to the judges, and then we will have 5 minutes to ask them questions and receive responses after each pitch. Right. So just as I mentioned earlier, there's going to be a total of 10,000 USD, thanks to all the founder and the supporters. The winners, the top 3 winners, there's going to be $5,000 first place, $3,000 second place, and $2,000 for the third place, respectively. And then also there's a People's Choice Award, and the link has been shared in different groups, so encourage people to go out and vote. So that's going to be the judging criteria and the rules for today. So we will start the pitching very soon. Thank you so much. Jazakallahu khair.
And now, the moment you've all been waiting for. Now we will start the 2024 pitches for the finalists for the Afropreneur Challenge. And first up, you've seen the quality, the level of expertise that the people of the past have given us. Now we're going to see what we have this year for the 2024 Afropreneur Challenge. And first up, we have CyberVigil. I'm not hearing enough noise. Can I hear some excitement for CyberVigil? CyberVigil, we are ready for you. You can begin whenever, well, now because we're ready for you.
Okay. Am I audible enough? Can everyone see my screen?
We can see your screen. We are ready for you.
I need to, hold on a second. I need to present this part.
Please put it in presentation mode.
Exactly what I'm. Is it in presentation mode?
Yes, we can see your screen is in presentation mode.
Okay. So I'm ready.
We are ready.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah, everyone. My name is Abdurrahim Ridwanullah. I'm gonna start by making us imagine something. Imagine yourself as an ethical hacker who finds a vulnerability in a particular system, and at the end of the day, when you report this vulnerability, you don't get rewarded for finding that vulnerability and the effort you put into finding that vulnerability. Now, this is the story of a friend of mine who found a vulnerability in one of the top banks in Nigeria. And when he reported this vulnerability, he didn't get rewarded for finding that particular vulnerability. What he got was a thank you. And this is how CyberVigil was born. Do you know that 90% of African corporate businesses are highly vulnerable to cyber threats due to the absence of necessary cybersecurity protocol? And the African exploit market is a 2.1 billion market cap. Now, the problem we're trying to solve, based off of the story I said earlier on, is the fact that there is no centralized reporting platform in the African digital space. Also, there's also the absence of infrastructure, no incentives for finding vulnerabilities, and also it's costly to afford global platforms. What we're proposing is a dedicated bug bounty platform. So now this solution comprises of crowdsourced security, a centralized hub where people report vulnerabilities, and after they report these vulnerabilities, these vulnerabilities can be used to make informed decisions by government agencies. At the end of the day, reward expertise. People get paid when they find these vulnerability, just to just to encourage them. Also, affordable security. Why crowdsourced security? 60% of breaches starts with a single flaw. And cyber criminals, they have the patience, they have the time and luxury to wait for that one vulnerability. And comparing crowdsourced security to traditional penetration testing, the difference is the time limit. So pen testers are time bound, 1, 2, 3 individuals are given a task to perform a pen testing exercise in an organization, and they're given a time, whether it's 3 days, 1 week, 2 weeks, to perform the pen testing exercise. Unlike crowdsourced security, whereby we have thousands of elite hackers waiting and working tirelessly to find vulnerability. So there's no time constraint when they find vulnerabilities. And can you compare the expertise of these individuals to just a minute number of individuals? No. Our minimum viable product, we have a reporting platform. We have the bug bounty triage. So triaging means that we as a platform, we validate vulnerabilities. So if you find a vulnerability, we tend to categorize this vulnerability. Okay, is this vulnerability legit? One, is it a duplicate vulnerability, meaning someone has found that particular vulnerability, or is it an invalid vulnerability, something that does not even exist? We have the rewarding system, which just an incentive is to give to these ethical hackers whenever they find this vulnerability. Also, the analytics and reporting. This is from the back end, where as a platform, the vulnerabilities that are being found, we try to collate this data, and government agencies can use it to make informed decisions when it comes to cyber laws, cyber policies, and procedures in the African digital space. how it works is that companies on board on the platform, bug bounty hunters also the register. When they find vulnerability, we validate the bug, and afterwards, the disbursement of funds is done. The market size is a 2.1 billion market, and the accessible market for us is about 50% of that total market. And if we're able to get 1% of the accessible market, which we term to be the attainable market, in our first couple of years, we'll be making the revenue of $21 million. And if we're able to scale that up to 2, 3, 4, 5%, the sky is the limit. Our business model is to subscription and also pay as you get the bug model, which we call percentage model. So the subscription model, a company would subscribe on the platform, whether it's monthly or annually. This gives us a consistent and a predictable revenue stream. The pay as you get model is for companies that are skeptical, because in African companies, they might be like, okay, if we subscribe on the platform, what if no individual gets a particular bug during the duration of our subscription? Then what? So this package is for them, whereby they subscribe on the platform for free, and when a bug is gotten, then they disburse the bounty to the ethical hacker, and also give the company 50% additional to the platform. Our competitors are HackerOne, Bugcrowd, Yes We Hack. Our competitive advantage is that, one, the solution is tailored for the African market, unlike the others I listed. It is cost effective. The reason why majority of these companies and SMEs in the African digital space don't subscribe to the likes of HackerOne, the number one reason is because of cost. We can't compare the amount Bank of America is subscribing to HackerOne to the amount Access Bank would subscribe to HackerOne. And also, it is community driven. There are a lot of elite ethical hackers in Africa, whereby this is going to give room for people to develop their skills. Organizations like Diary of Hackers, CyberSafe Foundation, etc. Why now? Digital transformation in Africa to reduce cybercrime and also to join the global trend. We have in our traction, we have tangible and intangible tractions. Our tangible traction, we have an LOI with a company in Egypt, FinCat, and also a company in Nigeria, Greenbee. Our intangible traction is a survey that was conducted a couple of months back to some of the key stakeholders in the industry, the decision makers in some of these companies, and the result was phenomenal. And these guys, they gave us the go-ahead to build this product it is needed. And the team, my name is Abdurrahim Ridwan. I'm a security engineer and researcher. I have a bachelor's in technology in cybersecurity. I have an entrepreneurship spirit that led me to Draper University a couple of months back, where I trained with Team Draper and also Silicon Valley founders, people who have built a business from who have raised 1 million to about 1 billion. I mean, the room I slept was a room that was owned by a unicorn. My CISO, Abdurrahman Oyekunle, is also my co-founder. He's a penetration tester. He's one of the youngest OSCP holder in Nigeria. OSCP is a penetration testing certification for ethical hackers, and is one of the globally recognized certification. Also, he has won numerous CTF in Nigeria and across Africa at large. Damian Pine is also a penetration tester and also an instructor at Go My Code, one of the leading cybersecurity educational platform in Nigeria. And we have Mukhtar Abdul Fattah. He's a software engineer and also a technical writer, not just in Web3, not just in Web2, but also in Web3. You have 1 minute left. Okay. So our go-to-market strategy, we're leveraging our connections. So my co-founders, we have established connection with some of the leading figures in the industry. when it comes to the cybersecurity space in Africa. People like Confidence Stably, people like Shegun Olaniyan, people like the founder of Diary of Hackers, Joshua Moses, and also with companies like Digital Encode, Cybersoc Africa, Digital Forensics, A&D Forensics, I mean. So we're going to leverage this connection and also reach out to these individuals. The plan B that we have is to partner with established cybersecurity firms like
Time up.
Cybersoc.
I'm sorry, that's been an exciting presentation, but I'm gonna have to cut you off there. I will now pass it on to the judges for the Q&A for 5 minutes.
Thank you. Can you hear me, Ridwanula?
Yes,
Okay,
ma'am.
okay. So my quick question. So you did mention that your product is tailored for Africa. So what is unique about the African market? So pretty much why would a company in Africa not choose one of the well-known companies and decide to go for you?
One of the reasons I stated was cost effectiveness. And one of the solutions, one of the problems we're trying to solve. A lot of the companies in Africa cannot afford the likes of HackerOne. So we'll be building a platform that is going to be tailored for the African economy. So the subscription model is going to be based off of the economy of the region. For instance, Nigeria, South Africa, Egypt.
Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullah.
So I was just wondering, what was your biggest mistake while trying to set up this business, and how did you go about it? What were your challenges?
So one of the challenges I faced was when we were doing our market research feed. So it was quite difficult for us to reach out to some of these individuals for us to get a feedback with respect to the product. So at the end of the day, I reached out to a couple of friends that had should I say close relationship with these individuals. When I mean individuals, I mean key decision makers in some of the companies that we're targeting, and some of the individuals that have connections to some of the companies we're targeting. And I try to leverage the connection I've built over time based off of the cybersecurity competitions I've attended, some of the conferences I've attended. And so I was able to leverage those connections to get the survey across to these individuals.
Good. Do it. Salam alaikum. Wow.
Wa alaikum assalam wa
Yeah,
rahmatullah.
thank you very much for the presentation. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Okay, thank you so much for the presentation. This is an area that I'm actually quite familiar with, and it's I think you have something going there. Which is really awesome. So mine is not so much of a question, but I have two comments. One is that one of HackerOne, I'm a little familiar with them. They are not into just bounty, not just bug bounty program. They also do vulnerability coordination. They do pen testing. I noticed that you're strictly focused on the bug bounty program. So you might want to consider some other services like the pen testing and the vulnerability coordination as well. Just a comment. The other one I have is your TAM, your total addressable market. You indicated it was a 2.1 billion US dollars. Is that only in Africa or is that worldwide? I wasn't quite clear there.
Africa.
In Africa?
Only in Africa.
Okay. It would be nice if you have some reference to substantiate that. I don't know how valid that is. So, yeah, those are my two comments. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you very much, sir. On the first one, so when HackerOne started, I'm familiar with the history of HackerOne and most of this platform.
1 minute of questioning.
They started strictly with the bug bounty part, because there are a lot of companies that in Africa specifically, there are a lot of companies doing pen testing, SOC 360, incident response, and the like. And we're not coming to compete directly with these individuals. So we're coming in with something new. And after a while, if we're able to penetrate into the market, then we can now bring out other services like pen testing. And one of the products we have a vision to work on is automated pen testing, is to build a product that actually automates penetration testing exercise, just like Node Zero, for instance. So it's part of our future plan.
Jazakallah khairan. That's all we have time for today for CyberVigil. And next up, we have Kunaya presenting in person here today. Can we get a round of applause for them?
CyberVigil, kindly bring down the presentation. Thank you.
Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. All right, so can I just see a quick show of hands? How many people drink oat milk, almond milk, lactate milk, anything like that, soy milk? Okay, mashallah. So we have a decent amount of hands up, and so the product that I'll be presenting, inshallah, will appeal to you all. And so my name is Farida Alupaju. I'm the founder of Kunaya. And Kunaya is a plant-based milk alternative created with a superfood called tiger nuts, offering a tremendous amount of nutritional value. And so we know tiger nut milk as Kunaya in Nigeria. It's a very popular drink. And so, inshallah, my intention is to introduce it into the Western market as a plant-based milk alternative to compete with oat milk and almond milk. So just to touch on the plant-based milk market, it is forecasted that the plant-based milk market in the US is expected to reach 7.3 billion by 2032 and is growing at a 10.3 CAGR rate. So many people are moving away from cow's milk. They're looking for plant-based alternatives. And so people are looking for newer, usually it's the oat milk or the almond milk that people go for. But people are looking for new alternatives because oat milk, almond milk is pretty harmful for the environment. So people are looking for things that are more eco-friendly and sustainable. So just to take a look at what we see on the market, we have the oat milk, the almond milk, that's very common, the soy milk. Many of these, or all of these, are all milk alternatives. They suffice as milk alternatives. However, a lot of them have additive sugars, gums and fillers and emulsifiers, as well as unhealthy seed oils that impact our digestive system. None of them really offer much nutritional value. You know, many of the companies actually have to put in minerals in order to make it a more formidable product. And so it's an alternative, but is it the best alternative? Not sure. And so why is Kunaya the best? So tiger nut milk is high in antioxidants. It offers that nutritional value that helps with fighting certain diseases. So we know antioxidants helps with fighting the free radicals that cause different diseases and cause cell degradation. It also helps regulate blood sugar. So this is a drink that can help anyone that is diabetic. It's also high in plant-based fiber. So it's a prebiotic beverage aiding in gut health, which is very important. There's many diseases related to gut health, whether it's GERD or acid reflux or colon disease. So taking tiger nut milk can really help with your digestion. And then there's many other nutritional benefits. It's high in iron, high in magnesium, so it helps with your immunity. And it's also sustainably friendly, using less water to produce. So just looking at the carbon or the greenhouse gas emissions. So plant-based beverages in general are more sustainably friendly than cow's milk. And as you can see, cow's milk is up at the highest, emitting the most greenhouse gas. And then it gets significantly low as you get to rice milk, soy milk, oat milk, almond milk. Tiger nut milk is at the lowest, using 0.32 kg in terms of producing 1 liter. So it uses less greenhouse gas emissions, making it more eco-friendly. Not only that, tiger nuts have a significantly lower water footprint, and so tiger nuts use 40 times less water to produce than almonds in order to create the tiger nut milk. And so tiger nuts itself, planting it uses less water, and that's what is obviously used to make the tiger nut milk. And so looking at our target customers, Kunaya is for everyone, but more specifically, anyone who is a sustainability advocate, anyone who is looking for that eco-friendly, ethically sourced product would love this product. People who are plant-based, vegan, or have dietary restrictions will enjoy it. Anyone who is health conscious. So when we think about the pandemic, that was a time when many people were thinking about how to be more healthier and considering the foods that they were taking, putting into their bodies, and looking for more nutritious alternatives. And so Kunaya serves to fulfill all of those needs. And so it sources, or it comes as a formidable product to help people who are looking for that sustainable, healthy alternative. In terms of Kunaya's impact, just to take a look at the Sustainable Development Goals, we have the SDG 3, 12, and 8. So 3 is good health and well-being. So as we know, it's highly nutritious. It will help anybody who is health conscious and looking for a healthier alternative. Sustainable Development 12, responsible consumption and production. Since it uses less mass to produce, less water to produce, it's helping regarding that eco-friendly need. And then for the decent work and economic growth, it's going to contribute to cultural innovation. We intend to get our tiger nuts from Nigeria and to work with farmers in Nigeria, which would help boost the economy. So inshallah, this is an idea of what we would like our packaging to look like. We wanted to use the Ankara prints in the background to kind of keep that African authenticity. We chose the circle design because it looks similar to the tiger nut in a way, to keep that continuity. Then we have our logo here that says Kunaya, some imagery and some information for the product as well. So what does it cost to make Kunaya? So for 1 liter of Kunaya, it is estimated to cost anywhere from 20 cents to 30 cents. Obviously, the more you create, the less it would be. The more efficient it's made, the less it would cost. And this is significantly lesser than what it costs to make oat milk, almond milk, which costs anywhere from 40 cents to $2 to produce in the US. So how we want to get Kunaya to you all would be through commercialization. And so our intention with the $5,000 investment would be to start our commercialization process with a brand like Boyle Brands. This is a try and true method where they take beverages and they bring it into a co-manufacturing type of program, and they're able to distribute it to grocery stores throughout the United States. And so this is a tried and true method that gets your product from the idea stage into the MVP, final product that can be set and put into grocery stores throughout the United States. And of course, we would have online, in-person sales from farmers markets. We'll get into the grocery stores, coffee shops, and get brand partnerships, inshallah. And so this is the rest of the team. I have Mohammed Kalichi, who is our marketing and branding, Abani Rollins, who is the head of finance, and then Danette Halberstein, who is our intellectual property and legal advisor. And so, inshallah, as you can see, tiger nut milk is a game changer. I know you all have heard of it and seen it, and so inshallah, with your help, we'll get it into every grocery store in America. Thank you.
Jazakallah khairan for that wonderful presentation. And now, again, we'll pass it on to the judges for 5 minutes of questioning.
Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. So I like the fact that you know your market, but what I'm most concerned about is how sustainable can you have these raw materials to work with?
Yes, it's definitely something we thought about because shipping the tiger nuts from Nigeria would actually contribute to more greenhouse gas emissions. And so the other alternative is working with farmers who are closer in South America. So they grow tiger nuts in South America. It's a popular drink in South America. They call it horchata. So they drink it in their communities as well. And so that would be more sustainable. It's just a question of how much I want to keep it connected to Nigeria and connected to supporting farmers in Nigeria. But there is a cheaper and more sustainable option by working with people who are on the continent of North America.
Assalamu alaikum.
Alaikum salam.
Yeah, thanks for the wonderful presentation. The first one is this totally new in the market? Do you have somebody producing something similar?
So from the research I've done, there are people doing this similar in the UK and Australia, as well as Canada, but not in the US at the scale that I would like to. So there's some like Spanish grocery stores where you can go in and you will see horchata de chufa, their own like from the Goya brand, and that's their own tiger nut milk that they create and sell, but not so much at the large scale like you will see at grocery stores.
Yeah, I mean, where my question is leading to is that when you go to a normal market, especially the dairy area, I normally get confused as to what to pick. So how will you grow your market and be able to sustain that in terms of making sure that you have some people that will always look for that kind of a product?
Yeah, so since it's a fairly new product, it definitely would need an educational aspect in the marketing plan and in the marketing strategy. And so leaning on social media and having, basically informational content that would teach people about the product, and also connecting it to the different connections that's found in different communities. And so since it's something that people of the Spanish community know about, that's kind of like a bridge or a connection where we can kind of make that similarity and have people having a more understanding. So usually when I share it with people and I say horchata, they're able to say, okay, I know what horchata is. And so making that connection, also explaining it from the context of Nigeria, I think overall having that educational type of push in the marketing plan would allow for people to get to know what it is and try it.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Sorry.
Just quick question. So my question is, how do you intend to manage the health and safety certification that's needed to operate in North America? What is your plan?
So my plan is to work with food labs and food chemists, as well as the FDA. And so we have a recipe, but obviously we want to make sure it's ready for mass production and it doesn't take away from the nutrients. So working with the food chemists, ensuring that it's able to sustain the nutrient value that it has, is what we're in process of. So there's food chemists at Cornell University, and then also at Johnson and Wales University. And so just working with those labs to ensure that all of that is certified. And then when we start working with the co-manufacturer, they will be the ones to actually give us the FDA licensings and kind of source all of that for us to ensure that we're in compliance with everything.
1 minute remaining.
So my question is, knowing that people are very picky about what they put in their mouth, and the Kunaya is not something that they're familiar with here, how are you going to market it so that people know what they're actually eating or what it actually entails?
Well, we intend to be completely transparent about the product and to be very clear about what we're adding into it. So we want to stay away from adding the additives and the fillers that a lot of other plant-based milks have, and just being transparent overall, and then also just testing it out, going to farmers markets and having people here in the United States try it and give us their feedback so that we can adjust to the taste palette of the US. Because obviously sometimes the taste palette from Nigeria might not translate to here, but just ensuring that we're able to connect with the people that we're selling to and adjusting based off of that is how we intend to move forward.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Jazakallah khair.
Jazakallah khairan. Next up, joining us virtually, we have Personal Health.
Hello there, can everyone hear me and see me?
We can hear you, but we cannot see you yet.
Okay, we can see Favor online. And we can see your screen.
Okay. All right. Am I ready to go?
Can you see him in the room? Can you see the screen in the room?
We
Please
cannot see your
confirm.
screen yet. But it is on our head. We are getting it done right now. Please bear with us. We will have it up in momentarily. We can see your screen now. Whenever you're ready, you can go ahead.
All right. Assalamu alaikum, everyone. My name is Favor, and I'm thrilled to introduce you to the future of healthcare. Persona Health is an AI-driven solution that empowers medical providers to deliver better healthcare through an electronic health record platform that truly puts the patients first. Our task is bold and simple. We want to cut the time doctors spend on manual administrative tasks and data work by half. And here is why. In 2016, the American Hospital Association published a research that revealed physicians spend 27% of their time with patients, and more staggering, 49% on electronic health record platform and desk work. To put this into context, for every single minute your doctor spend meeting with you, they spend nearly 2 minutes doing data entry work on their EHR system, doing desk work. Almost 8 years from the time that research was published, you would think a lot has changed, but it hasn't. Let me paint a picture for you with an actual patient experience, with an actual patient story. Karen Masherin was interviewed last year by a breast cancer awareness organization called BREM Foundation, where she shared the timeline for a breast cancer diagnosis. In 2020, Karen doctor rushed a mammogram and skipped an ultrasound due to general time constraint. This was COVID period, despite knowing a family history of breast cancer. A year later, she switched to a new doctor who took the time to do all the tests she needed. And in January 2022, she was diagnosed with breast cancer. Every person here can relate to some sort of dissatisfying healthcare experience. Even I struggle to just get basic doctor's appointments. No doctor in my area is accepting new patients. They are generally overwhelmed. It is stories like Karen and experiences like yours and mine that Persona Health will improve. Providers will spend more quality time with you by using an AI clinical decision support system. to improve their decision making. Why are medical providers spending twice the time they use with patients on health record systems to do desk work? The number one reason is just the administrative burden. Clinicians are drowning in paperwork, chatting, billing codes, repetitive documentation. This in turn leads to high stress, burnout, and ultimately dissatisfaction with their jobs. The number two major reason is fragmented data. Each hospital's healthcare system has their own some sort of in-house isolated EHR, images lab, and so many different isolated record platforms that it makes it difficult to get a comprehensive view of a patient's history to determine risk factors and their projection. All this results in poor patient experience, which includes delay in treatments, misdiagnosis, and more. Additionally, as you know, time is money. When medical providers spend time on processes that could be automated, they are spending money that could be put to good use. According to the Center for Medicare and Medicaid Services, $4.9 trillion was spent by the US healthcare system in 2023. And almost a trillion of that, 978 billion out of that money is on clinician services alone. Imagine a half of that expense being redirected to the healthcare experience. Personal health would help hospitals save money. We are committed to reducing the electronic health record and desk work time for physicians by 50%. These could lead to significant savings within the amounts clinicians spend on the billing systems. And currently, 49% of clinician time is dedicated to administrative tasks. Cutting this in half alone would save 24% of their time, allowing for more patient care and allowing them to do more productive activities. This reduction could save the US healthcare system alone almost $240 billion annually. Personal health would help medical providers save time by improving the automation and their connection to clinical documentation. We will reduce the cognitive workload of medical providers with AI-powered data summarization, trend and predictive analysis, and supports their clinical decision-making. Our patient portal with an enhanced AI-driven insights would help patients understand their data. We'll also unify the appointments, the lab results, a personalized care plan under one intuitive dashboard that helps patients understand their conditions, their treatment options, and allow them to take charge in their healthcare. Patients will be able to access the patient portal for free. And for hospitals and medical practices, we plan on operating on a tiered subscription model that will be charged based on the number of patients they serve. Initially, our target market is the US by starting with smaller clinics all the way to mid-sized health systems. As we establish a strong foothold domestically, we will leverage our success and scale our AI-driven healthcare solution globally. Our pricing will be tailored to geographical location to ensure accessibility and affordability. For example, providers in African countries would benefit from a lower cost model that aligns with regional economics reality. We want to make our platform more inclusive for different markets. We are currently a registered company in the United States that's licensed to bring the personal health solution to life. We divide this into a couple of phases. In the first phase, we'll pilot our minimal viable product, our MVP, with select clinic and perfect our automated documentation and EHR interoperability. Meaning we'll be able to talk to other EHR, get data, and those type of things. In the next stage, we would expand our predictive analysis and capability and work with small hospitals for user testing and feedback. By phase 3, we'll continue to revise our system based on those users' feedback and expand to more medical providers. We'll look for international opportunity at this time in markets with similar need. If awarded the entrepreneur grants, Prisoner Health will allocate these funds to team expansion and operational expense. We're a growing team combining diverse expertise to ensure the platform meets the complex need of modern healthcare systems. As the CEO of Prisoner Health, I bring a strong technology background in development and engineering to lead our team in creating an innovative AI-driven healthcare application. Akeem, on the other hand, is a licensed healthcare administrator with real-life insight into clinical operations, into the hospital's workflow, into patient care models. Emmanuel contributes his cybersecurity expertise in a crucial world of data privacy and HIPAA compliance. Personal health is launching at a pivotal moment. AI is now matured. Healthcare providers are transitioning from in-out legacy systems like Epic and Sana to cloud-based interoperable solution that eliminates data silos through standardization. While established EHR providers effectively manage patient data, they lack the advanced AI-driven features essential to deepen clinical insights and proactive care, patient care that Personal Health promises. Personal Health, your control, one platform. Join us in empowering your medical providers and improving your healthcare experience. Thank you everyone for listening, and that'll be all for me.
Jazakallahu khairan for that presentation. And again, we'll have a 5-minute Q&A session from the judges. Let's see what they have for you.
Thanks for the presentation. So I have a quick question. So my question is, so who are your potential competitors and what's their pricing model like? So you have your own prices, so are you competitive in the pricing? So that's my question.
Well, we are very, very competitive with the pricing. Now, the healthcare technology world is a little bit saturated. There's a lot of established Epic and Senna are like the two top leading EHR providers. And they are the top for a reason. They've been doing this for years. And they are largely legacy systems that are trying to migrate to the cloud. And there's some new laws and out there that's forcing everyone to work together. With our pricing model, we plan on targeting smaller initially, smaller health clinic, volunteer clinics, and those type of things. And we put our prices in a very competitive range that really encourages people to kind of look at us. We offer a even free tier model for clinics and patients with less than 150 patients to kind of drive that engagement. And our pricing model puts us in a place where we can be interesting enough to give a look at, and especially with the unique of things that we offer. Thank you.
Assalamu alaikum. Thank you for the wonderful presentation. The question that I have is, can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. So I believe one of your unique value proposition is AI-enabled EHR. I'm looking at your team. Is there anyone that has the expertise in AI or software development that can actually propel this forward?
Yeah, two of our team members, which is me and Emmanuel. Emmanuel comes from the security side, but he also has expertise in those types of. And I myself, I've kind of transitioned into the leadership role at my current organization, but I come from a development background where I'm responsible for innovation, and one of those innovations was with AI and things like that. We have the team we have members with expertise that could build a team around that, and we also have people with insights into AI, which is me largely into AI and those type of operations. And additionally, we don't have to build a lot of this stuff in-house. We can leverage external vendors for data models and things like that in the markets. Thank you.
So my question is this: have you tested this idea, and do you have feedbacks from your testing?
Absolutely. We've been, even though we're still in the very, very early stages, we've talked to smaller clinics, we've talked to various various doctors and just people, clinicians who work with this together. And they've expressed their frustration with their current EHR system, but they've expressed that it's kind of difficult to learn an EHR system. And there's a reason why those that exist are established. But we believe like a lot of their problems, the healthcare industry is at a crossroad right now with the AI advancements and the government forcing standardization, forcing interoperability with new standards, that there's an opportunity for personal health to get to the market. And a lot of hospitals, a lot of whatever solution they are using, the government is forcing them to use the cloud with security and things like that. So we've tested the markets, we've asked the question, we've asked what they need, and we'll continue to do that as well as we build along the way. So we are looking for strategic partners that will help us do that as well to kind of build it with real user impact, real user need. Thank you.
Jazakallah khairan to our presenter and to our judges. Next up, presenting in person, we have RK Wares.
Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I'd like you to join me to imagine a scenario. So, Sister A is a nurse. She works at Memorial Hermann Hospital. She loves her job as a nurse. She sees her patients on a regular basis. And she has to use a stethoscope to check her patients' heartbeats at different intervals. But she struggles a lot because she has to put it under her hijab, like I'm struggling. Now imagine Sister B, who goes to the gym on a regular basis. She also has to use her earpiece because she doesn't want to listen to the music at the gym. It's haram. She wants to listen to something on her phone or a podcast. Or imagine Grandma D. Yes, I said Grandma D. Grandma D has been told by her doctor to use a face mask because there's a flu going around. Grandma D is quite old, so she has a little bit of hearing problem, so she has to use a hearing aid. And then she wants to read her Quran. She has to use her glasses. Now this is where RKOS comes in. We have made a product called the Stethoscope Friendly Hijab. But before going into this product, I'd like to give you a brief overview of RKOS itself as a business. RKOS is a modest fashion brand. We deal in making modest outfits for women globally. We make these outfits accessible and fashionable for women all over the world. Our mission is to make sure that we provide outfits that are comfortable and chic. And we try to bridge a gap between modern fashion and modesty. At RKOS, you don't have to pick a side. You can be fashionable and modest. People say fashion is pain. We disagree at RKOS. You have to be comfortable in what you are wearing. Now we have a wide variety of products. We make modest, ready-to-wear outfits. We have different types of hijabs: jersey hijab, stoned hijab, chiffon hijab, silk hijabs, different types, you name it. People here are wearing hijab, we have them at RKOS. We make bridal wears for people and full coverage outfits. Now what do? We make sure that these outfits are customized for each person. You know, you want to buy an outfit and just tell you to pick a size. At RKOS, we actually tailor it to your personal needs. Now, our growth so far. This business started in Nigeria, and with a seed capital of 300,000 naira, we started in 2016, and we have grown tremendously from then. It was a bedroom business, and we registered the business in Nigeria with the Corporate Affairs Commission, and we have expanded by acquiring sewing machines, employed more people for the production, and we have even collaborated with companies in the UAE and Egypt just to supertrack expansion. And in 2022, alhamdulillah, we opened our first walk-in store in Lagos, Nigeria. After opening the store, we had collaborations with the First Lady of Lagos State, who gave us the contract to supply hijabs to students and to secondary school students in Lagos, Nigeria. Now, in 2023, we came to the US and registered our business with the Secretary of State in Texas, United States. And we have been showcasing our products then on social media platforms like Instagram and Facebook Marketplace. This graph shows our growth over the past 8 years, and we have made tremendous growth. Though in 2020, we had a little bit of issues due to COVID, but we have increased our sales ever since. Now, back to the product that brought me here. What am I talking about? I'm sure you asked. They've come again with another thing. But this hijab is called the stethoscope-friendly hijab. This is a visual representation of what it looks like. I personally call it the stetojab, just to give it a little bit of class. Now, who is our target audience? The target audience is actually the healthcare professional, the women healthcare professional. Do you know that there are 1 in 10 Muslim women working in the healthcare? That means over 100,000 Muslim women are not attended to for this particular need that they have. And this is the reason why RKWS has come to play. We have designed this product to help women use their stethoscope with ease. Seeing me, you wouldn't actually know that I'm wearing a stethoscope-friendly hijab, but I am. It just has a simple air slit on the side that makes it easy for me to use the stethoscope. The mic will not allow me to do it, but I'll do a presentation after. But we also try to reiterate that it's not just for the women in the healthcare. If you're in the gym or you just want to have easy access to your ear, it is something you can have. Every Muslimah here knows that you can never have too many hijabs. You obviously will want to add it to your collection. The problem we are trying to solve is that this product is not even available in its entirety. And the very few that are available have very poor choice of fabric and are very limited in color. How can you put only black and blue hijab when there are so many fancy colors out there? This is where RKWS comes to play. We are going to provide breathable fabrics that are easy to use, gentle on the skin, full coverage. We're going to customize it to your taste. Do you want it in hijab form? Do you want it in veil form? Do you want it in a big size? Do you want it in a small size? Do you want to tuck it in your scrub? Do you want to wear it outside? We have all of the options available for you, and it's going to be trendy, chic. You can wear it anywhere or on any outfit, just like I'm wearing it. Our sales and marketing strategy is to use social media platforms, to use online store like Etsy and Amazon, and to sell our items in wholesale. So our business model is to sell it in retail price at $25 a piece, wholesale price at $100 for 5 pieces and $220 for 12 pieces. So the more you buy, the less you actually spend. Our value proposition is that we are going to provide a versatile and functional hijab that is designed for everyday comfort and a future-forward fashion. Our competitive advantage is that at RKWS, like we said, we strike a balance between modesty and fashion. You don't have to pick one or the other. We've provided premium quality fabrics that would make to use this hijab. Now this investment, 50% of it will go into sourcing of the fabric. This is the most important part of making the hijab. And to make the hijab that you will love, we use most of the money for that. 30% will go to workmanship because we have to pay our workers so that they'll be happy and make the hijab to the quality that we want. And 20% will go into marketing, logistics, and to upgrade our website. Our goal with this opportunity is to broaden our presence in the United States, to maintain our existing products, and to increase distribution outlets. Our growth plan. Do you know that the modest fashion business is going to be worth $375 billion in 2025? And this is to make you understand that this is a lucrative business and there is definitely profit. We have a 3-year growth plan. This is a relatively new product. And in the first year, we know that we'll have to do rigorous social media marketing to get the product out there. And we estimate to sell about 1,000 pieces and generate a revenue of about $25,000. And in the 3rd year, with inclusivity and partnering with institutions that would like to have uniforms for their doctors or their nurses. We believe we can sell about 5,000 pieces to generate about $125,000 in revenue. We also plan to expand not just within the United States, North America in general, Europe, anywhere nurses are QAs can provide us. These are some of the comments from some of the people that have used our brand. This is our team. My name is Anifo Sherukaya Mudupeola. I am a pharmacist, I am a public health professional, and I am a fashion designer. I like to call myself a pharmaco-fashion designer. This is also, my other partner is Mr. Lukman Ahmed. He has a BSc in project manager and he's our product strategist. And then we have Adejumo Ayomide, who had a BSc in Canada studying marketing. She has been the one helping us with our social media presence. I'd like to also mention that every single picture that I uploaded, all of the pictures there are products of RQS, and everything I'm wearing is also from RQS. Thank you.
Jazakallah khair for that presentation. Now we will have, once again, our 5-minute questioning from the judges.
Assalamu alaikum. Thanks for the wonderful presentation. My question borders on what we call a barrier to market. Yes. What I mean by that is how easy for others to replicate your product, or is your product patented?
So I'm not the very first person to make the stethoscope-friendly hijab. Like I said, there are very few in the market already, but they are very limited, just blue and black colors. And I believe because people don't actually know that there is a growing number of healthcare professionals. Like, more women are going into healthcare just to bridge that gap for Muslim women. So yes, we know that eventually there will be more competition, but right now that competition isn't there yet. And so that's why we're trying to utilize the market and take advantage of it.
Yeah, why I ask that question is, you have the market now. By the time you have more competitors, the market will shrink. How long are you planning to stay in that market, or how are you going to be able to sustain your income from that market?
So we believe that because it might look as easy as I said, but getting this product is actually quite difficult. We had to do a lot of surveys. We sent out questionnaires to actually understand what the healthcare professionals want. We sent it to healthcare professionals in particular, and we have had a first-hand experience and conversation with them to know exactly what they need. So it's going to be difficult for somebody to just come out and make anything without actually doing that rigorous test to know exactly what the healthcare professional would need.
Assalamu alaikum. Okay, so do you have an idea of what the size of the total market is? And what size you think you can have access to?
So yes, according to 2022 statistics, there are 1 in 10 Muslim women in the healthcare sector. And there are about 1 million Muslim women. There are about 1 million women in the healthcare sector. So that means about 100,000 Muslim women are in the healthcare sector. And we believe that if we even get just 1,000 of them to wear the hijab, and it's going to be a growing number as people are going to be more, it's going to be more appealing to different people, then we can reach more customers with time.
Okay, based on what you've shown, I want to assume that this is just a part of your total business.
Oh, yes.
So what percentage of your total business would this be?
Well, it's still a relatively new one, and I can't...
5%?
Yes. No, I can't say. Maybe 10%. Okay. 10%. It will be more than 5%.
All right. Thank you.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Wa alaikum salam wa barakatuh.
So for me, as a person in the healthcare fitness center, and for me as a provider as well, with the stethoscope, I think I would have a little bit of a problem with it. How would you address this issue? So sometimes when we put the stethoscope in, for a long period of time, it's very uncomfortable. How are you able to move it with the hijab when it's under, and how do you prevent infections as well? Because sometimes there are some of us under stress, you're kind of sweating and all that stuff. What do you do?
To remove the hijab or
to take the stethoscope off, because you said the stethoscope is actually in your hijab at the moment, right? You can.
This is the stethoscope.
Yes.
Hijab.
Okay.
There's a hole on the sides that you just put in. The
Okay then. Okay. Thank you very much.
So
was
it will
my-
be easy to put it in and put it out.
Okay. And then my second question is for the fitness part of it. So I'm using an earpod. I put the earpod in, even with the regular hijab, and I have it in there. I'm not taking it off. Why do I need to go with one with?
So I work out a lot sometimes,
1
and
minute
I know that people usually come to me to have like conversations. Oh, are you using this? Oh, how many reps do you have? And pulling the earpiece can be a bit difficult when I can just remove it easily. And what did you say? And then put it back in. It's just for ease and to make it more comfortable.
Jazakallahu khairan for that amazing presentation. And now, last but not least, we have our final presentation here in person, Stylo Paddy.
Assalamu alaikum, everyone. My name is Rashida Oyegola, and I am the founder of a new company called StyloPaddy.com. At StyloPaddy.com, our mission is in two folds. One, we want to help connect people like me and you with fashion designers and tailors near us. And number two, we want to help fashion designers maintain and grow their businesses. Before I get started, I have a question for you all. Who here has ever gotten an outfit sewn? If you have, please raise your hand. And I should see all hands raised because custom wear fashion is a big part of the Nigerian culture. So, we're in the world of Amazon, DoorDash, Airbnb, where convenience and easy access is the name of the game. Why isn't custom fashion, the process of getting an outfit custom made, why isn't it as easy as you being able to order your next meal or being able to book a place to stay? This is the problem that StyloPaddy.com is solving. Finding a tailor and finding a fashion designer near you is a struggle for most people. Meet Oyinda. Oyinda is looking to get an outfit made. Her cousin is getting married, and she needs to get her ashwabi sewed. But she is finding it difficult to find a tailor in Houston, Texas. And the reason why is that she recently just moved to Houston. She doesn't have her network of family or friends that can give her a word-of-mouth referral. So she is frustrated by the process. In addition to that, there is no price transparency. And secondly, she also has no access to be able to read reviews of previous clients' work to validate that she's not going to fall into the trap of what I requested for versus what I got. And I know you guys have seen those TikTok videos. And then, on the other hand, you have Halima, a very talented fashion designer in Houston, Texas, who is in desperate need of finding new clients. She wants to expand a clientele basis, but she doesn't really know how to go about it. This is the problem that StyloPaddy is solving. We have developed a website where people like Halima, a fashion designer, can come onto the platform, register her fashion designing business, and Oyinda, who's looking for her, can come onto StyloPaddy.com, indicate that she's looking for a tailor, a designer in Houston, Texas, tell us the type of outfit she wants to make, and our system automatically matches both Halima and Oyinda together, where they can now connect. In addition to that,
Can we please
Oyinda,
keep the talking to a minimum?
I'm sorry?
There shouldn't be any talking. Continue.
Thank you. Do I get a minute back? In addition to that, Oyinda can also read reviews about Halima's previous work. There are so many Oyindas out there. This is a big problem. And I gave you an example of Ashwabi, but Tailoring and fashion design or getting outfits custom made isn't just geared towards that Ashore-B Nigerian market. You have people looking to get custom made prom dresses, custom made wedding dresses, people looking to get suits, and the list goes on. But they don't know how to find custom wear fashion designers and tailors near them or in their desired location. So the US tailoring and alteration market is about $1.8 billion, and it is constantly growing. In terms of StyloParty.com, I mentioned to you earlier, we launched our MVP a month ago. And MVP is minimum viable product, meaning that the first version of the product is now live, so you all can actually go now to StyloParty.com to start your search. We have about 80 designers currently on the platform now, and of these 80s, they're representing both US and Nigeria. So they're in 12 US states and 2 states in Nigeria. And 70% of the designers on the platform today have been connected with at least one client. So in terms of our revenue plan, we plan to make money through 2 methods. One is charging the designers and tailors a monthly subscription fee, because we are guaranteeing that if they're on our platform, we will connect them with clients and help them increase and grow their businesses. And secondly, through sponsorship and advertisement placement on our website. I like to say StyloParty is a unicorn, because in North America today, there isn't a platform that's solely geared towards helping to connect people with fashion designers and tailors. Yes, you have the likes of Google and Yelp, but there's a lot of noise and it isn't streamlined. It doesn't really help you streamline that search. So in terms of our team, my team and I, we are committed to finding solutions to this problem. We've started building an MVP in August, and within like 2 to 3 months, it's now live and ready for users to use it. In addition to that, this is a deeply personal effort for me as the CEO and founder of the company. A little bit about me. I grew up in my mom's fashion design and shop in Lagos, Nigeria. So from age 0 to 13, I spent every day after school in my mom's tailoring shop with her and her employees. So I understand the struggles that fashion designers and tailors go through in terms of maintaining and growing their businesses. In addition to that, I am also a technology leader and manager at one of the top tech consulting companies in the world. I help several Fortune 500 companies build products that end users want to use. So I understand a thing or two about ensuring that your product is liked by people and people can trust it. We also have Benga, Oinda, Mubarak, Halima, and Abiola, and we've all worked closely in terms of like building the MVP and developing marketing strategy. I would love to win this $5,000. And you know, so far the MVP you see today has been me bootstrapping the effort from my 9-to-5 salary. So if we were to win the $5,000 today, 60% of it would go to marketing. We will pay influencers and fashion designers to help to spread the word about the product that's going to solve a lot of problems that people have. In addition to that, we're looking to bring on a full stack developer to help us develop a mobile application. So we'll put part of that fund into the money needed to bring on a full stack developer. So I'm going to let you all into a quick secret. This is the first in-person launch of StyloParty.com. You all are a part of history. Inshallah, this will be the next Amazon, Facebook. Can we say amen? And you know, I'll come back to platform and also give that $1 million fundraising donation, inshallah. But my ask from you all today is, please go to StyloParty.com or scan the code on the screen and sign up. Let us know the city and state where you would love to find a tailor or fashion designer. If we have someone there, you would instantly get matched with someone and see the fashion designer in your area. And if we don't, my team and I are committed to collecting that information and getting back to you as soon as possible when we do find someone in your area. Thank you so much for listening to me, and I hope to see you all on StyloParty.com, and please spread the word.
Jazakallahu khairan for that presentation. Once again, we have the judges with their 5 minutes of questioning for the last time.
Thanks for the presentation.
Thank you.
So during your presentation, you used what word? You said guarantee. We're going to guarantee.
I'm
right?
sorry, can you say?
You're going to guarantee something,
Yes.
right? So are you going to guarantee the credibility of the fashion designers? Are you willing to take the risk of something going wrong as the middle person? Right. So, I mean, you said it yourself, what I ordered versus what I got, right? So if you're providing that platform, how much risk are you willing to take?
That is an excellent question. So for fashion designers who are coming on our platform, when they register, they're not automatically listed on the platform. We do have a verification process where we verify that, one, this is actually a real and true business, and two, we look to see previous work that they've done in terms of like the other customers that they've served. And how we do this is if they have a social media platform, we look at like previous history of work of their work, and we also look at customers that have tagged them, like to get real to ensure that the reviews that we're getting is actually real and trusted. With regards to if something does go wrong, when we do, so right now, we don't have the ability for people to make payment on our platform, but that is one of the features that we do plan to enable in the future. And when we do enable the feature where people can make payment directly on the platform, stylopatty.com will, similar to like the Airbnb model where there is a form of insurance when something goes wrong, we do take a bit of, we do take accountability.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, sister.
So my question is, for most of us right now, we kind of go back home to the people that have been trusted, and you know they know your size, they know your fitting and all that stuff. You get it done at a cheaper rate, and probably you ship it, which at the end of the day, when you look at the cost and the value for what you get, is actually much more than that. Why do I need to use a middleman in between me making my clothes and getting somebody when I know it's going to be much more expensive?
So that is an amazing question. One of the things that stylopatty.com is doing is that we're not only connecting you, let's say you live in Houston, Texas. I don't know if you do, but let's assume you do. You can connect with designers in Houston, Texas, but you can also connect with designers in Lekki, Lagos, or Surulere, Lagos, Nigeria, or Ikeja. So it's not just geared towards your particular location, it's the location that you desire. And one of the things, and I know that it's cheaper to get outfits made in Nigeria. I was just in Nigeria for 3 months this year. One of the things that we're also thinking about is economic empowerment for designers and tailors in Nigeria to be able to connect beyond just the Nigerian market and connect with the diaspora. And one of the features we're considering is the ability to help to connect people with fashion designers in Nigeria, and not just that part, also set up the logistic part of things too, where we can facilitate that shipment of the outfit from Nigeria to wherever your desired location is in the diaspora.
So the question is, why do I need the middleman? Why do I need to pay extra when I know that when I go the same route, I am going to get something cheaper? Because whatever you want to do, you want to reduce the cost for your customers.
That's true.
So if you being the middleman adds more to my cost, why would I do that?
Well, it's not going to add more to your cost because we're not charging you as a client. We're charging the tailors. So for you as a client, if you have someone already established in Lagos, Nigeria, alhamdulillah, you're not part of the people who are struggling. But I know there are a lot more other people who are struggling, but we're not charging clients, we're only charging the fashion designers. So for you, it's just making the process more seamless and less stressful for you.
1 minute left, and please keep the talking to a minimum.
Thank you, sorry.
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam.
Very awesome presentation, very unique idea. I think I like it. And I really appreciate the metrics with the other competitors and what unique value proposition you bring on board. I know you talked about guarantee and you talked about things like insurance to mitigate some of these unfortunate incidents. But how do you plan to mitigate issues like customer satisfaction? For example, somehow I gave you my measurement, but then when I got the cloth back, it didn't quite match the measurement I gave you. Or my event was today, I didn't get the delivery until the next day, and things like that. Those really affects customer satisfaction. How do you plan to mitigate that?
I'm so sorry. I'm gonna have to cut it. Oh, okay.
Thank you. Accountability. Accountability, accountability, accountability. We are going to hold the designers and tailors accountable. And we're doing that by gathering data from their clients and customers. So if I were your tailor and you came to me and I made an outfit for you, we're going to encourage that customers leave reviews and ratings. And if we constantly see that customers are leaving poor reviews and ratings for you, you are going to be off the platform because you're not reliable. You're not able to serve the customers and clients and provide what they need. So it's really accountability and us holding them accountable. Thank you so much. StyloParty.com, please do.
Jazakallah khairan for that performance and for the riveting and exceptional projects we've seen put forward today. And now I will pass it off to the Afropreneur himself to start us off with audience polling.
Okay, so this is where we need your help now. Now we need to start voting for them. While the judges are collating what they have there, you get a chance to decide who wins the people's... No, you need to change this. The People's Choice Award. So you go on menti.com. Hopefully you have data on your phone. If you don't have... So get on menti.com, put in that number, and you get a chance to vote for who you want to win the People's Choice Award. You have 3 minutes to do that. What's... Is it working? Yeah. No. It should be working, yeah. You can see visually who's leading. So if you need to mobilize people from Lagos, Nigeria, to get to vote for you. So let's see the votes coming in. If going, are you using MTN data or Glow? Going, this is where you use all your IG friends. Going. Going. People's votes going. Going. Going, guys. It's small group time, so we need to round up. Just a few seconds more. It's quite interesting looking at the leaderboard. I can see Kunaya, I can see Stylo Party, I can see RK Wares, then Personal Health and CyberVigil. A few more seconds. We're also waiting for the collation of the judges. Going. I think we're going to end the voting at this point. Ahmed, go ahead and end the voting. Okay. So I think we have a clear winner for the People's Choice for the 2024 NCNMO Afropreneur Challenge. Ahmed, can you show your screen so we see the winner of the People's Choice? So we, okay.
I think we saw the leaderboard.
So the leader is Kunaya, right? With how many votes?
Yes. 89.
89 votes. So the People's Choice Award winner for the 2024 NCNMO Afropreneur Challenge is Kunaya. Takbir. Thank you. Now we'll go to the judges' vote for the actual prizes. Ahmed, are we ready with that?
No, just a minute.
Okay, just 1 minute. So where's Kunaya? Can we have Kunaya on the stage? Can our folks chair her up to the stage? The People's Choice winner. So while we wait for the final results from the judges, I want to thank you very much again for participating this year. We are going to announce the winners now and have a formal presentation tomorrow during the final. So it's doing the final closing, is that what they call it? Yeah, final closing. We're going to announce the winners right now so that the results don't change overnight. But again, it's been a pleasure working with all our mentors. Our judges were very grateful to you as usual for your questions. The audience were very good to you, and all the contestants too. Everyone is a winner. And let me say, this is not just about winning the grand prize. You may not win the grand prize, but there are investors in this room who have actually... So there are investors in this room who have actually taken interest in some of the ideas. I've been approached in the past 30 minutes by some of the investors saying, can I connect with that person and that person? So even beyond the prizes you are winning here, there are actually going to be investors who are also interested in it. And hopefully, also, the Afropreneur Challenge also will provide mentoring support for you as you go ahead. So it's not just about the winning the prizes. Ahmed, the all is waiting for you. Are we ready?
Yes,
so
we are ready.
What we do is also provide mentoring to all the finalists so that you can actually get support for your businesses as we go forward. Okay. So we're just waiting to make the final announcement of the winners for the 2024 NCNMO Challenge. Ahmed, do we have it?
Yes, sending to you in just so sent. You can check your WhatsApp.
Okay, so I have the final scores, guys. I have the final scores. Let me take off my glasses to see this properly. So in third place, with 69 points, wait. 3, 2, 1. Yeah, in third place, with 69.2 points, for the sum of $2,000 is personal health. Takbir. In second place, with the total point of 71.4 votes, is Kunaya.